I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. If that's the deal, I was born to ride. Out of Tampa to Miami, Daytona, Tallahassee, from the East Coast to the West Side, here in Florida, we were born to ride. I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. If that's the deal, I was born to ride.
When do you crave refreshing iced tea? Twisted Tea wants to know. The next time you want that same satisfying refreshment, but with a kick, grab a Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea, the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea with a kick.
Thanks for tuning in. Historical, world famous, and legendary are just some of the descriptions of this biker bar original. The Boot Hill Saloon, located directly on Main Street on beautiful, here we go again, world famous Daytona Beach. Yep, this is the place with the bras of all sizes hanging from the ceiling and a motto that says, better off here than across the street. Because right across the street is the historic Pinewood Cemetery. The cemetery itself was created back in the 1800s and over the years had fallen into disrepair. But through a twist of fate that brought the world's largest motorcycle rally next door to the landmark biker bar, the Boot Hill Saloon has drawn attention to the cemetery's poor condition, and the bikers themselves during Bike Week and Biketoberfest have raised thousands of dollars to restore this city treasure. Recently, Bobby Friss himself entertained the crowd, and Born to Ride TV and magazine were there to document all the fun and to hold a killer bike show. So this week, it's off to Daytona Beach and the, yes, world famous, legendary Boot Hill Saloon. And it's all coming up right now, right here, only on Born to Ride.
It's coming, Born to Ride Jam 2, Saturday, November 1st. The biggest, baddest concert event to hit Florida. Born to Ride Jam.
Starting today, I'm gonna change my lifestyle. I've had it with slow, pure rock
Born to Ride Motorcycle Media. Follow us on Facebook. Anywhere, anytime. Born to Ride Motorcycle Media.
October the 22nd through the 26th, it's going to be a scream at Angel City, the best rally in the state of Georgia. This is one you don't want to miss. It's 200 acres dedicated to bikers and with an old western town specially built with vendors, great food, and real saloons. It's the home of $2 beers. There's a giant pole barn for the concerts, camping of all types, plus RV hookups for over 200 RVs. Ride there with your friends. For more information, go to angelcitymotorcyclerally.com.
Socks, bread, a six-pack. Simple staples of life you can get at the corner store. Even if that corner is in the next state over. The new Harley-Davidson Super Low 1200T. A lighter way to go touring.
2 stores to serve you. Harley-Davidson Ocala, Harley-Davidson Crystal River. These guys got it all happening. Check them out.
It's the Plant City Bike Fest, always on the first Saturday of every month. For 12 years, it's been going strong. Now it just got bigger and badder than ever. Born to Ride is TV taping and doing a magazine shoot. See yourself on television and the magazine. Every month you can win a $500 Harley-Davidson gift card. Sign up to win at the Born to Ride booth. Win a free tire from Cycle Stop. Win $100 for the Best of Show from Uncle Mike's. There's live music on the 866 Law Fran stage. Better bands, bigger stage, it's all new. Vendors, bikers, and sponsors. This is the all-new Plant City Bike Fest like never before. So make plans now for the first Saturday of every month with Born to Ride and the Plant City Chamber of Commerce.
Molto già el barrio young.
What are you talking about?
Esta es bien cómoda.
Yeah. What?
Teta sí e rápido.
You say so. Now you're talking my language. That's how we roll.
Motorcycles, ATVs, watercrafts, and so much more. You won't get a better deal anywhere. Fun Bike Center Motorsports. Let's have some fun.
Now you can take Born to Ride everywhere and anywhere. The new Born to Ride mobile app is ready for you to download. There's more multimedia, more information, more Born to Ride like never before.
Born to Ride, Boothill Saloon, baby.
Just like a fool, I bought your stories, I played in your game.
Motorcycle Media. Follow us on Facebook. Anywhere, anytime. Born to Ride Motorcycle Media.
On Saturday, November the 1st, it's the Born to Ride Jam featuring Bachman Turner, Billy Squire, Blue Oyster Cult, Foghat, Molly Hatchet, Black Oak, Arkansas, Preacher Stone, and much more. Plus, the Sons of Anarchy will be there live and in person. Go to borntoride.com, click the banner for tickets and more information.
Hi, this is Brian Howe, former lead singer of Bad Company. I would very much like you to come out and see me and support our veterans in Southwest Florida at the Veterans Freedom and Family Weekend at JetBlue Park in Fort Myers. It's happening on September the 27th and the 28th, so come on down.
October the 22nd through the 26th, it's going to be a scream at Angel City, the best rally in the state of Georgia. This is one you don't want to miss. It's 200 acres dedicated to bikers and with an old western town specially built with vendors, great food, and real saloons. It's the home of $2 beers. There's a giant pole barn for the concerts, camping of all types, plus RV hookups for over 200 RVs. Ride there with your friends. For more information, go to angelcitymotorcyclerally.com.
Choice in American motorcycles is here. Introducing the all-new Indian Chief. Starting at $18,999.
That's Eagle Rider, Indian Orlando.
Do you get our monthly exclusive newsletter? Sign up at borntoride.com and get on our mailing list today.
Hey, Dale here from the Time Machine, going to talk about rare Indian racing motorcycles today. Of course, back in the early day of American racing, board tracking and dirt tracking was all the rage. The really major manufacturers were leading the field of competition. The Indian motorcycles, certainly until 1914. Harley-Davidson actually didn't have a racing department until late 14. But the Indian motorcycle was the king of the motordromes and the dirt tracks around America, and a couple extremely rare examples we have here today. This is a 1911 Indian board track racer in completely original condition. We're going to fire this bike up in a couple minutes. I think you'll really enjoy the show, but the machine itself, just the most outstanding motorcycle in original paint. Original seat. Actually, the only thing that's ever been changed is the tires on this machine. Original old grips and bars. Front suspension, of course, the beautiful Indian gas tank pedal start. Cool thing about this bike is you can actually drive this motorcycle. It does have brakes and a clutch, and truly a rare machine. You know, it's really cool when bikes come in pairs, and to find a pair of Indian motorcycles, racing motorcycles like this pair is truly extraordinary. A set of side-by-side Indian racing bikes, the 500 single-cylinder racing bike, and the extremely rare 1914 twin-cylinder. Interesting to note, in late 1914, Indian really pulled out of the racing game until around 1917, so there was a couple-year hiatus where Indian didn't go racing anymore. But just prior to that, they built just a handful of special semi-road machines in racing trim. In 1915, it was called the Model D1. This motorcycle is actually not a 15 D1, but a very special 1914 twin-cylinder. It's got a clutch, it's got brakes, you can ride it. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this machine a little bit. I'm going to start it up for you too. Oops, excuse me, I was just tickling the carburetor. One of the very few things you have to do to actually start this motorcycle. Turn the gas on, little gas to the carburetor, pull the decompressor back. Really a pretty simple matter, giving it 1 or 2 pumps on the pedals. This thing ought to roar to life. It shoots a lot of flames and fire, go 85 miles an hour. I could talk about this for hours, but I'm just going to start it up right now. You know, if you think you can't ride or race one of these motorcycles, you're wrong, because if you belong to the Antique Motorcycle Club of America, go to the Wauseon, Ohio, Davenport, Iowa. You can race these old bikes on a half-mile track. Pretty exciting to see a dozen rare machines of early years, very valuable machines, just getting it on the track. These guys have more fun than a barrel of monkeys. 1911 Indian. You know, I've really never seen an Indian racing motorcycle, especially nearly a 100-year-old bike, in the condition of that 1911. This 1914, a little different story to tell. It's not original paint, but I believe it was painted back in the 30s. Story has it this machine was personally owned and ridden and raced for over 30 years. The fellow who wrote it, don't know his name, but he left some interesting trademarks on his motorcycle, made an extremely personalized bike. Of a few of the things I especially like about the machine, the scissor shock on the front, the very intricate little steering dampener, very unique seat tee, a hand cranking device that I've never seen on an Indian before. But the coolest thing on the left handlebar is where this cat kept his hand in racing position for God knows how many laps or where. A true testament to the reality of this machine. Original seat, original everything. The patina on the motor is extremely, just incredible condition. Nickel plating's beautiful. It has some really wild exhaust pipes on the right side. We're going to crank this bike up directly, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. You know, this bike is a little bit more difficult to start. The 500cc single, you can kind of pop it over with the pedals. This is a 1000cc motorcycle, a lot more power, and we've got an interesting starting technique. We use the old 1936 Harley. This is my son Matt. He's going to crank up the 36 Harley, and my buddy Calvin's going to jump in and hold this thing down while I'm sitting on it, and you're going to figure it out as soon as you see it happen. Now, if that ain't the coolest dang thing I've ever seen, it's just incredible how these people race these bikes on the board tracks and dirt tracks around America. 1914 Indian factory-built racing bike. It runs extraordinary. The bike is actually in like-new condition. Whoever took care of this bike for all these years, God bless them, because it's here for you to enjoy right now at the Time Machine.
delivers back and rides even lower.
2 stores to serve you. Harley-Davidson Ocala, Harley-Davidson Crystal River. These guys got it all happening. Check them out.
Don't miss Bike Nights, every night featured in the new Born to Ride magazine. A complete listing of Born to Ride's hottest bike nights for you to check out.
This month's issue features a vintage photo of Mr. and Mrs. Phil Peterson of Peterson's Harley-Davidson on the front cover. And make sure you check out Born to Ride's Page 3 girl in every issue of Born to Ride magazine. Pick up your free copy today.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
Hey, it's the Flash Man, host of Born to Ride Radio. Make sure you check us out every Tuesday live from 7 till 11. It's AMFM247.com. And don't forget, you can listen to the past shows at borntoride.com. Go there.
Hey, Jerry Motorman Palladino here for Born to Ride TV with my tip of the week.
I've heard a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but most people that have gone down in an accident said that they've had to lay their bike down. Is that a good thing to do?
Well, I call that crashing to avoid a crash, and you hear that all the time. And people tend to they even brag about it. Said, "Yeah, I had to lay her down." What that really means is you don't know how to brake. You have no braking skills whatsoever. So you do what you normally do in a car, which is slam on the foot brake. Well, on a motorcycle, if you slam on that foot brake, it doesn't take any skill. You're going to lock up that rear tire, and the motorcycle is going to slide on the ground. If instead you learn how to use front and rear brakes, because the front brake provides at least 70% of your stopping force. If you learn to use both those brakes and practice modulating them and keeping the tires from locking, you could stop in probably a third of the distance than you can using just the rear brake. Remember, all it takes to ride like a pro is a little practice.
On Saturday, November the 1st, it's the Born to Ride Jam featuring Bachman Turner, Billy Squire, Blue Oyster Cult, Foghat, Molly Hatchet, Black Oak, Arkansas, Preacher Stone, and much more. Plus, the Sons of Anarchy will be there live and in person. Go to borntoride.com, click the banner for tickets and more information.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking Kiz, Arnie, and K-Fizz, Abe, and they know what's going on. What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
Born to Ride Motorcycle Media. Follow us on Facebook. Anywhere, anytime. Born to Ride Motorcycle Media.